Alright, hi everybody, Havran here. Today is the 1st of October 2029, first day of the challenge, first video. So, welcome everybody. What is this video going to be about? Well, as you can see on my screen, this video is going to be about my future GoPro Hero 10. And why I'm going to talk about a camera that I don't have yet? Well, because I want to go over the list of accessories that I want to buy for my GoPro 10, and I want to guide you through why I decided to get each and every single one of those accessories, and to maybe explain for the future what are my plans with my future GoPro. It is not a complete list yet. It's going to be expanding in the future, but this is what I want to get within maybe like a month or whatever. Well, as you can see, there are a lot of tabs. That means there are a lot of different sources, which means some of those are going to be coming sooner than the others, but whatever, I'm willing to wait a few weeks for some of those because I know in the end it's going to be worth it. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video, shall we? So as you can see, obviously I need the GoPro. I'm not going to order it from this website because I'm going to have a very good deal for the GoPro itself. I'm still waiting for my phone carrier to bring it to the inventory. When they do, I'm going to get it for 25 euros, which is an amazing price, and the only reason I can afford it is because of my employer perks or employee perks, whatever. Basically I can get a solid discount on a phone plan, which means I can get more expensive plan for less money, which means the device I'm going to buy with the phone plan is going to have a serious discount as well. So that's how I'm going to get my GoPro for such a cheap price. It's not going to be cheap regarding the phone plan. I'm going to be paying I'm going to be jumping for like almost double what I pay now. At the moment I pay like 20 euros for my for my phone plan, and I'm going to jump to 35, which for some of you it's like, yeah, 35 euros per month for a phone plan is not like a lot, but for me it is. But whatever, I don't want to go into that. That's not important. Important thing is I'm gonna get GoPro by the end of the month, or should get. Now, the list of accessories for this, because as you may or may not know, standard bundle comes with case, one SD card, comes with short like a handle, one battery, and like one magnetic clip. That's all, right? Now, what are the other accessories I'm going to get for my GoPro? Well, first and foremost, this beauty. I'm a huge fan of anamorphic lenses. They are extremely expensive for all bigger cameras, and that's why I want to get one for GoPro, because 60 euros for an anamorphic lens for a camera that can shoot 4 and 5K videos is just amazing price. And if you don't know what anamorphic lens is, basically when you are shooting video in 16 by 9 or maybe in a square 4 by 3, the size of the sensor and the aspect ratio of the movie is either almost a square 4:3 or usual like YouTube video 16:9, but anamorphic footage that is sometimes called cinematic footage, the ultra wide, that's not it. Let's see an example of what anamorphic footage does. Alright, this is the movie Super 8 from 2011, and it was shot on the anamorphic lens. First thing you can see, this is how the video should be, right? This is 16:9. This is not. Those black bars, they are not added in post-production, cutting down on the footage. It is what anamorphic does. It squeezes because of how it's made, right? As you can see, it's quite big, and it does have a shape which makes that the sunlight, the image that gets into, is squeezed, right? So when you squeeze it, you get this ultra wide feel, but that's not all. The most important thing for me, why I want to get the anamorphic lens, is
I've got nothing against your friends. I like your friends. Well, things have obviously changed for us.
Is this. Do you see this blue line of light? Watch carefully.
I have to help Charles finish his movie. I have to help Charles.
Do you see this effect? It's not round, it's ecliptic. Here, here.
Finish his movie.
Be good for you to spend some time with kids who don't run around with cameras and monster makeup.
Again, not round, ecliptic. All these little lights are ecliptic in here as well. Now,
Could you close your eyes, please?
another blue line of light. These artifacts, these lens flare, these bokeh effects, they are the reason why it has a cinematic look. They are made by the curvature of the anamorphic glass. I'm not going to go into detail, maybe in some future tutorial explanation or whatever, but this is the cinematic look I really extremely want to have from my camera, and it's really expensive to buy anamorphic lens for like a DSLR or some mirrorless camera, and for the movie cameras they go in hundreds of thousands. Like, they are extremely expensive. That is why I'm so excited that the Hero 10 has the same amount for the lens as the Hero 9, because this anamorphic lens was made for the Hero 9 and it is exchangeable with the Hero 10. So I can get footage like this. I can put it in a flat color profile, color grade it myself in my DaVinci Resolve, and have this. This is natural artifact of the lens. It's not edit in post-production, right?
Yeah.
You see.
And
You see it. All these blue lines. They are the cinematic feel of the anamorphic lens. I'm probably not going to use it every day, but for me it's extremely important to have it in my disposal when I need it, because I know for some videos I'm going to use it, and this is my number one thing I want for my GoPro. Now, to go to a little bit more practical side of my future accessories. These are Freewell ND filters with polarizing filters. Okay, so what is this? Why do I need this? Basically, if you go out to shoot in the sun, your eyes need sunglasses because the sun is too bright. These are the sunglasses for your camera. Basically, a very short explanation. I'm not going to go into detail what does those numbers mean. ND8, ND16, ND32 and ND64. These are filters with polarizer on top of it. What does that mean? Let's watch the second video. What is ND filter? ND filter basically means this on the right is a footage without the ND filter. You can see that the highlights are blown out. There's just too much light in the footage and camera cannot handle it. With ND filter, which is on the left, you can see much more details. In here you see nothing from the clouds. In here, watch again, you can see clouds. You can also see a better shadow. In here almost no shadow, right? These are the ND filters. They do how to say it, I'm sorry. They allow for less sunlight to come into the sensor, which means I can follow something which is called 180 rule. I'm not going to spend too much time now to explain what a 180 rule is. That's for a tutorial for a future video. But to make it simple, if you want to have another type of, let's say, cinematic footage, you need to have your frame rate in a ratio with your shutter speed, and it needs to be 2:1. You cannot get that without the ND filter, because if you set it up in 2:1, which means 180 degrees, I'm going to go into detail in future video, don't worry. You cannot set it up just like that without the filter, because you get too much light and it will look like this, right? So by putting a filter in front of my lens, in front of my sensor, I let in less light, which means I can then follow this principle in order to get not only better looking image, but also, and this is the most important thing about the ND filters and why almost everybody uses it, it allows you to get a really nice motion blur. Because when you look in a real life, motion is not crisp, motion is blurred. If you are shooting in a outside environment like this, your camera sets up really high frame rate with really fast shutter speed, and the motion is going to be very sharp. There's not going to be too much blur, which is nice for action footage, but it's not good for footage when you want to have like a movie experience, right? So that's what the ND filter does. It allows for less light to get to the sensor. Now, what's a polarizer? Because as you may remember, it does have the ND, which means the different values allow for less and less light to get in, but there's also /PL polarizer, right? What is the polarizer? Listen, this video explains it much better than I can.
Blue skies turn several shades darker when photographed through polarizing filters, and any white clouds in the scene seemingly pop from their darker blue surroundings. When photographing water, polarizers greatly reduce, if not eliminate, reflections, revealing not only the surface texture of the water, but details of any objects, plants, and animal life that might be lurking beneath the surface. Polarizers work equally well when it comes to eliminating reflections from windows and other non-metallic surfaces. Because polarizers neutralize the effects of UV radiation, Pictures captured through polarizers at higher altitudes or by large bodies of water where UV levels tend to be elevated often appear warmer than the same scene photographed without a polarizing filter. There are two basic types of polarizing filters, linear and circular, and though they both look and function the same, circular polarizers are specifically designed for use with autofocus and auto exposure systems. Linear polarizers, on the other hand, are strictly for use with manual focus lenses and non-TTL light metering systems. Unlike...
Alright, a very short explanation, right? So what does the polarizer do is it works with the UV radiation. This polarizer is circular. You can see this little line. You can twist it left and right. I will do video when I get them, and I will do a comparison with, without, but it allows me for getting better detailed footage and get rid of some reflections outside in order to get more natural details, like as he said, on the water, in the glass and stuff like that. Now, that's the second thing, right? We have one lens mode, which is the anamorphic. We have the second lens mode, which is the ND filters with polarizers. These are, I need to unscrew the original lens out and put one of these four or this one in. Now, these are just lens modes. But there are more things I want to attach to my GoPro, and starting with this little fella. This is a 3.5 inch jack with also USB, and on the other hand there's USB-C, which is going to go this is the mode button. On the other hand, here, this is where the battery goes in, and also right here at the bottom behind his finger there is in here there is the USB-C connector, this one. I put this into my camera. I put external microphone in here so I can do vlogging outside with great audio, also in the wind. This is extremely important to get good vlogging footage. Now, how I'm going to attach this to my GoPro, you might ask. No. Yeah, this one. SmallRig cage. It's for Hero 9, and this is why I was so happy that the Hero 10 has the same exact footprint, like all the dimensions are the same. I can use this. This is where we'll go this part. And right here inside will go my GoPro. Now, as you can see, there are a few places to put mounts in. Now, why will I need mounts with my GoPro? First, the external microphone with a cat. I have no idea how it's called in English, but in Slovakia we call it a cat. Maybe it's that cat, I have no idea. I will need to watch a few videos to find the proper jargon for this. This is basically a wind resistant cover for the microphone, right? But this is the microphone I will be using with my GoPro. The external microphone is Rode Video Micro, whatever, 50 euros. I've seen a lot of YouTubers say nothing but praise for this microphone, so I'm not going to try a bunch of them. I'm just going to buy what works. Now, this is 50-in-1 accessory pack for GoPro. They are mostly mounts, right? You can see there's a case for all the accessories, wrist mount, some clamps, this is a head mount, chest mount, This is if you have some mount for maybe your chin or your head. This is extending piece, right? This is to stick on somewhere like a windshield or stuff. This is for snorkeling. I don't need this. This basically, you can hold it in your hand, and when you go into water, if your GoPro drops into the water, the yellow thing is gonna float, and your GoPro will not go to the bottom of the ocean or lake or whatever. This one is nice, this tripod. It works like... there's no... Oh, in here. You can basically like snag it around stuff like on maybe a branch of a tree, or as you can see here, on a rail and stuff. This flexible arm is really good for doing static shots from like not like if you do not want to use like a big stick, you can use something like this. There is also in here a big stick, and I mean really big stick, 26 inches, which is like 93 centimeters high tripod with a mount at the top. Everything I will need is in here, right? So 50-in-1 accessory holders for GoPro, and also memory card, because obviously with the 5K 60 frames footage is gonna fill very fast, obviously. Now regarding the storage, there is 32 gig card, and I'm gonna buy 2 more batteries with a 3-channel charger. So I may be thinking, and I'm not 100% decided yet, but there's a 32 gig card included, and I'm thinking if I should get like one bigger card or maybe a few smaller cards for a better price. There is still something I will think about, and I have to do a little bit more research regarding how much space the footage take and stuff like that. But I do still have a little bit of time to do that. Now, I've already talked about the SmallRig, which is going to hold the adapter for microphone. It's going to have a microphone probably in here, because on top in here I'm gonna have this. This is an amazing, a bloody amazing tool which I'm gonna use. It's a 3000 milliamp hour battery with a huge LED light in front. Now the turn on, turn off, it's dimmable, which means I can choose how strong I want the light to be, and on the other hand I can choose from 3200 to 5600 Kelvin temperature for the light, right? So that means it can be low intensity or high intensity, and it can be white or yellow. Now I've already told you whatever about the charger. I'm 100% decided on having 3 batteries from the start, 1 from the GoPro, and then buying 2 more. They are GoPro 9 batteries, it doesn't matter, they fit. I'm not going to wait too long for releasing 10 batteries, like Hero 10 batteries, when the Hero 9s are good. So that's basically it. That's the whole set of what all I want from my GoPro. Now, question is, if I'm going to have like something like this, right? How much is it going to cost me? Because it was like 60 euros, 60 euros, 40 euros, 50 euros, 20 euros. This was like 20 euros as well. This is like 60 euros or 50 euros. Another 30, 23. This is 2 batteries for 21. And the GoPro itself is like 400, but I'm going to get it for cheaper. In the end, I'm going to spend around like maybe 500 euros for accessories for the GoPro. And it's not a cheap price to pay. Like, I know. I could be buying those one by one and slowly building my collection. But I'm trying to find a way how to get it all in one, so I don't need to hold like a small camera in my hand. This is not a camera, this is like a guitar tuner, but whatever. I have nothing else. Oh, maybe this one. This is relatively size of GoPro. I don't need to vlog like this with a little camera. I can have like a proper whatever. Damn, what is the thing called? Selfie stick. Damn, I'm so dumb. Sorry. I don't. I'm gonna have like a nice sturdy selfie stick with a big rig, with a proper microphone and a light for like night shootings, because I do work from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m., which means a lot of my videos are going to be shot in the evening, which is either in my flat, like in the studio, or maybe in my living room, or I will go outside to have a walk, and then I'm gonna need a light, I'm gonna need microphone, stuff like that. So that's why I decided to find a way how to get all of it as soon as possible, even if it's not going to be cheap. But I really do believe that it's gonna help me be more creative with my footage, because like let's just take a look at all these mounts and holders and what I can have. Like this one I can mount to a window and maybe have footage for all of my kitchen, preparing some food as a part of a daily vlog. Like for example, I can have a POV footage with the head mount or the chest mount. I can place these two like basically wherever I want. Wrist mount can be really nice for like when I'm going to be playing guitar or stuff like that. It's going to allow me to do more creative work, because currently I do have a plan for like a daily vlog with like wake up scene and preparing morning coffee and stuff like that. But I do not want to do it because I have no way of mounting this phone anywhere. Like, yeah, this one is nice. It holds. It has very similar patterns, as you can see. These three, these three little legs are very similar to these which are on the GoPro, but it does not have feet. I can only hold it in my hand. I can't like place it somewhere because it falls. I do have somewhere, no idea where it is at the moment, another selfie stick which does have feet, but this little joint, it's not with a screw, it's just holding with like inside tension, and I was using it for like 2.5 or 3 years now, and it does not hold anymore. When I place my phone in it, this one I just screw it tighter. That one I place my phone in it and it like yeah, it falls down. Doesn't hold the frame anymore. So that's why I want to get all of this as soon as possible, and obviously you're going to get a ton of videos unboxing and testing and showing different results with different tools and stuff. I just don't like to start at the basic zero. I want to have some level of let's call it semi-professional gear, and I do believe that all this, even it's extremely expensive for just starting out, and I don't need half of it. Realistically, I can just start shooting with a GoPro and that's all. And I'm going to, because it's gonna take some time for these to arrive, but I spent a lot of time, effort, and watching videos, reading different reviews and stuff to figure out what is it exactly I want to do with my new GoPro, and how do I want to use it, and not only within the daily vlogs, but mostly with the music videos I want to produce. So that's about it for the moment. This video is already over half an hour, so yeah, sorry for that. I hoped it's gonna be shorter, but whatever. I wanted to show you what I do have in plan for the future, and hopefully I'm gonna get it soon, because I currently do have a little bit of like dilemma if I should get it within like October, or should I wait for the end of the November when the Black Friday hits, and if it's worth it to wait for potential savings which may or may not come, and like waste 30 videos I could have with the gear if it's not going to go on like a crazy sale or something, or if I should buy it sooner and be happy I have gear and then realize I could have saved like a third or maybe half of my money. That's something I still need to figure out. But regarding what I want to buy, not when but what, I'm 100% certain on these products. I've done my research, I watched all the reviews and comparison videos in order to decide what's available to me and what's in my mind, what I want to shoot, what style of videos and such. So regarding that, I'm dead set on basically everything. Well, maybe except the size of the SD card. That one I still need to think about, because I know some guys really recommend to get the 128. This is maybe the only one I'm going to wait on regarding the Black Friday, because I do have some cards lying around my place, and I'm gonna get one with the GoPro anyway, so I might wait for like a big discount and then buy it in like a higher size, maybe like 400 gig or 512, maybe 1 terabyte, whatever. I have no idea yet, but this one is the only one I'm willing to wait for Black Friday. All the other ones I'm getting as soon as I have my GoPro and as soon as I have money for it. So that's about it for the first day, for the first video. My plans to get semi-professional camera with like a rig cage with all the other accessories regarding professional audio and lights and all the mounts and the ND filters and all that stuff. I already spoken about it for half an hour. So thanks all for watching me today. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Saturday, and it's going to be my last day of work this week. Then I'm going to have 3 days off. So tomorrow I'm probably going to do either a vlog or maybe an explanation video, or I'm going to take you and paint some miniatures. I wanted to do that yesterday. I didn't, so that's a probability for tomorrow. But whatever. Thanks again for being in here with me, watching this video, me blubbering about gear. And yeah, first day done, 364 to go. Cheers.